Fafrees F20 Ultra is an e-bike that looks like a motorcycle. It has a dual suspension, a massive battery, and wider than usual 20 by 5 inches tires. Let's take a look at this interesting vehicle so you can decide if it is right for you. The bike comes in a Fafrees branded box and it arrives safely packed with no transportation damage. You get all the parts that need to be assembled, tools, a charger, a cable, a set of keys, and so on. It took me about 20 minutes to fully assemble the bike. If you need help, check out the manufacturer's easy-to-follow tutorial. At the time of this video, the bike costs 19.99 euros. You can get an additional discount with a coupon code that you'll find in the video description down below. The F20 Ultra looks more like a motorcycle than an e-bike. It has this unique shaped frame, a Moto-Style leather seat, and a moto-grade powerful front light. The build quality of the bike is very good. There are no moving or rattling parts even while you're riding the bike off-road. What's interesting about the F20 Ultra is that it uses wider 20 by 5 inches fat tires. For comparison, most bikes in this category use 20 by 4 inches tires. This is a compact e-bike that makes hopping on and off a breeze, especially if we compare it to e-bikes with massive 26 inches wheels. The F20 Ultra uses an all-terrain tire thread, so you can go with this bike pretty much anywhere. The bike has a pretty beefy rear shock and fully adjustable front fork suspension, features usually found on premium e-bikes. Other key features: a rear hub motor with a peak power output of 1200 watts, a twist throttle, a 7-gear Shimano system, mechanical disc brakes, the kickstand and metal-made pedals are robust, and the bike has a massive 48 volts 25 amps removable battery with LG cells. We have pretty cheap handlebar grips without anti-twist locks. While this is not a deal breaker, there are many e-bikes with more premium grips. The bike's color LCD has a nice backlight. It allows you to choose from 0 to 5 power assist modes. It also shows information like speed, battery, trip distance, odometer, average speed, and other information. A dedicated light switch turns on the lights. The front light is one of the most powerful you can get on an e-bike. It has this spotlight beam and it illuminates the road very well. The taillight is nice and bright too, and it has an integrated brake light for road safety. It's a bit strange that there is no electric horn. Instead, you need to rely on a mechanical bell. Here is an audio test. The F20 Ultra is a very comfortable, powerful, and smooth to ride e-bike. The Moto seat is cushy and comfy, and these wide tires have good traction. Well, I wouldn't say this all-terrain tire thread is as good as purely off-road tires thread, but I had no problem wandering through the forest paths, gravel, and even conquering high weeds that no one wants to cut. A huge advantage of these all-terrain tires is that they are much smoother on asphalt than dedicated off-road tires. In addition to this, they make less noise and offer better range. The F20 Ultra is a lot more nimble compared to e-bikes with larger 26 inches wheels. That means that you can make turns faster and the bike is more maneuverable. The motor peaking at 1200 watts has a lot of power for all sorts of terrain and riding the bike uphill. It can climb steeper roads without a problem in throttle-only mode. Out of the box, the speed is limited to 25 km per hour to comply with local laws, but you can unlock it to 40 km per hour for using the bike on private property. You can easily achieve higher speeds when pedaling or riding the bike downhill. If you use the bike without a throttle, there is a slight delay when the cadence sensor kicks in once you start pedaling. This is the usual case for this kind of sensor on all e-bikes. I didn't make any adjustments to the rear shock, but I kept the front fork at the softest setting. The rear suspension could be a tad softer for my taste, but the front one is nice and soft. Combined with a cushy seat, the suspension on this bike is very good. It absorbs every pothole nicely, yet it's pretty soft for a comfortable ride. The bike uses mechanical disc brakes. While it would have been nice to have hydraulic brakes, the ones that come with the bike stop it fast and efficiently. The F20 Ultra has a large capacity battery with LG cells. It is lockable with a key, it is easily removable, there is a power switch, and it has a capacity indicator. The declared range is up to 100 kilometers, but that is only achievable in ideal conditions. In my test, I could get about 75 kilometers on a single charge, which is still a very good result considering the size and weight of the e-bike and the complexity of the terrain I mostly use it on. All in all, the Fafrees F20 Ultra is a very nice and powerful e-bike for all sorts of terrain. However, it has a few flaws. The bike uses pretty cheap handlebar grips without anti-twist locks, and the bike does not have an electric horn, so you need to rely on the mechanical bell. Other than that, the F20 Ultra has a lot to like. The bike has a nice design and good build quality, plenty of power, effective full suspension, the bike is comfortable to ride, it is pretty fast, it has no problems on any terrain, the range is good, I like the informative display and lighting system. Overall, despite a few minor flaws, I can confidently recommend the Fafrees F20 Ultra as a powerhouse for both off-road and road use. Tell me in the comment section down below what you think about the F20 Ultra. Would you buy this e-bike or would you choose another option? Also, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.